Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to be talking about what is in my climbing bag. I'll be showing you some things that I love and that I've gotten since I started climbing, and some things that I feel like every beginner should get or should look into getting when they start climbing. Some of these things will also be good too if you're an experienced climber. I've been climbing for 7 or 8 months, and there are a few things that I've just recently added, so hopefully you'll find these things useful as well. So first, you would think we should start with a climbing bag, but I actually don't use a bag. I definitely should, and I want to, but if I did have one, I would probably use one of these from the North Face, and I don't really take too many things with me, so a smaller bag is definitely more convenient. So yeah, I'm doing a what's in my climbing bag, and I don't even have a climbing bag, I know, but I'll have these linked down below in case you guys want to check them out. So of course, one of the first things is climbing shoes. These are the ones that I have. They are Mad Rock, low volume. They are a bit dirty. Please do not mind that. I just have chalk everywhere, and I did not feel like cleaning them yet. These are my first ever climbing shoes, and they are holding up well. I got a 6.5 size, and normally I'm a 6.5 or 7 in regular shoes. I highly recommend, if you've never had climbing shoes before, to try them on in person, because the way that these are designed, a lot of them, the sizing is just completely off depending on the brand, depending on the style, and so it's best to try it on in person so you can really get a feel for it. They bend a bit and they have some rubber, but there's also a high volume version of these. I will link both of those below. Okay, next very obvious thing is a climbing chalk bag. This is the one that I have from Black Diamond, and you know, it does the job. It has a holder for the brush. I also have a carabiner attached to this, and I will usually attach my shoes, these loops, to the chalk bag. And then it has a waistband and then a drawstring to open and close it. There are some really cool chalk bags out there that I wish I would have gotten if I would have known that they existed. I found out about them a little too late, but please check these out. Look at how cute these are. The boba, the crochet boba, is the most adorable thing that I've ever seen in my entire life, besides the honey toast. Just look at that face.
Capitalism really popped off today, ladies.
But you know, what can I say? This does the job. It just holds chalk. So speaking of chalk, this is the chalk that I use. The brand is Friction Labs, and it is the Gorilla Grip Chunky. There's different types of chalk that you can get. Fine chalk, chunky, extra chunky, so whatever you have a preference for. I've seen some people use liquid chalk, and I've also seen them use those chalk balls. I really like those, actually. I've seen some people at the gym use them, and I think they're pretty cool. But yeah, this is a 10-ounce bag, and honestly, it's a good amount so far. It's still pretty much almost full. You'll just take some of this and dump it into your chalk bag and take that with you. And we cannot forget the climbing brush. This is Black Diamond too. This is not sponsored, but I feel like everything I've shown so far is Black Diamond. I think the carabiner is also Black Diamond. Yeah, it's a great brand. There can be so much buildup on the climbing holds, just like grease, dead skin, bunch of chalk, and that can make the holds more difficult to grip onto. And so brushing it out is a really good habit. It's nice to have these handy. They should have brushes at the gym as well, but let's say you're outdoor bouldering, a brush is a great thing to have on you. Foot powder or shoe deodorizer, trust me on this. You are going to want it. The brand that I usually use, I don't have on me right now because I ran out of it and I desperately need to reorder that, but I got this in the meantime. It basically gets rid of odor. And hey, okay, I know you think your feet might not be smelly. It's basically inevitable, okay? Your feet are gonna get gross and sweaty in there, and you don't wear socks, so of course it's gonna get a little stinky, okay? And this just helps prevent that. It absorbs moisture, controls odor, and relieves itch. Not that my feet have ever itched, but that's cool that it has that. My preference is the powder form. You just shake a little bit in the shoe and boom, it's smelling fresh again. Next thing that's good to have is athletic tape. I usually have this just attached to my bag. Super handy, comes in a bunch of different colors, super cheap. Another great thing to have is this muscle soreness and joint relief gel. It's something that you can put on muscles right after you climb, and it relieves some of the pain and helps the healing process. Neosporin is also great for any cuts or scrapes that you might get. Band-aids obviously are good things to have at the gym. I know some gyms might already have that, but it's a good thing to just have as part of your kit. And also little portable hand sanitizers. It's always good to wash your hands after you climb, but it's good to top it off with a little hand sanitizer. These are the ones that I like. I'll have them linked below. Okay, now we're going to get into gym clothing. I know this is not like what's in my climbing bag, but I'd like to talk about what I usually wear at the gym, and maybe this could be helpful for any beginners out there that are wondering what the appropriate attire is. Honestly, when it comes down to it, wear whatever makes you comfortable. I've seen people climbing in denim jeans, leggings, you name it. I personally love wearing trousers, cargo pants. I feel like I can get the most range of motion. I've tried climbing in jeans before, and I don't know how people do it. And for tops, I'll usually wear sports bras or tank tops. I go thrifting for a lot of my climbing pants, and the other day I found these really soft pants with an elastic band, and I thought they were perfect. It turns out they were actually scrubs, but I've been getting a lot of compliments on them, and I want to show them on here. Also, please don't judge me. They are a bit dirty, but I'm not wearing them. I'm just showing you. They've got an elastic band, and they're super wide-legged. Oh gosh, they are really dirty. Okay, I'm sorry I showed you. I don't know why I just did that. Okay, again, we're gonna be talking about something that's not necessarily in my climbing bag, but something that I think is super important, and that would be arm and leg massagers, foam rollers, and those massage guns. I don't own a massage gun, but I've tried them. I have some linked below that I know are good. I do use a foam roller every single time I come home from the gym, and it's so amazing. Recently, I got to use this thing. It reaches certain pressure points that I didn't even know existed. It is so good, and I think it's super helpful, especially if you get really pumped in between your climbs. Another thing that's super obvious that I take to the gym is water. I have a Hydro Flask. I know it's super trendy to have the minimalist look, so I have some water bottles that I personally like. Link down below. But yeah, that's about it. That's what I have in my climbing bag. If you have any questions about anything that I mentioned in the video, please leave a comment down below and I will try to elaborate or try to answer any of your questions. I would love to do a what's in my outdoor bouldering bag. Just recently did my first outdoor bouldering trip, which was incredible. And the kind of stuff that you bring on an outdoor bouldering trip is similar to the indoor gym, but there are a few differences. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. That does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching.